going up against a Saints team that will need to keep the running game in check.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. For the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Second down, here's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Now it's Ginn. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Mark Ingram. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down following the run. 21. Ingram again. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Breeze. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On first down, Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
Well, he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Breeze will try again on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Breeze going to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker Will Lutz for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, this from 53. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus Williams, the rookie from Utah. Look at the dance and the juke. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He uncorks it for Snead. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
On second down, Freeman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Freeman again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Adrian Claiborne. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
I better raise my voice a little bit here because one thing we can already tell, even in the first year in the league with this new stadium, it's going to get loud in this place.
Yeah, the old place was loud, but I think we're getting a sense that this place is going to be louder.
Yeah, they're riding that momentum of that 2016 team that finished their year in the Super Bowl.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And here now come the Falcons. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action now. Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On third down, Ryan. And incomplete here on third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Here's Ginn. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot. Completed the pass. That was your play. So you might as well have not even had the penalty.
They'll run here with Ingram. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. And again, it's Ingram. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, Speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Ryan. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. From midfield, here's Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
2nd down now after the incompletion. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time He was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete. Flater, right side. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, this from 53. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Flush to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got Sanu. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta 1st down. Now Ryan on 1st down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Play action. Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Breeze to throw on second down. Looking long for Thomas. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Breeze to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal here from the 9. Again, it'll be Freeman. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Ryan keeps it on the sneak. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. They'll try and run with Freeman. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. Oh, he shifts. There goes Mark Ingram. The 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Flushed out right. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Haoli Kikaha in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
2nd down following the incompletion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Got some real estate inside the 30. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game, and he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and cut back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Ryan, and he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds Roberts, complete. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Falcons a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Being chased out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Haoli Kikaha. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Delvin Breaux with a pick. Oh, nice move. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So the D-line's going to spread out. From midfield, here's Breeze. For Kidder, here it's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now Ryan on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Ryan connects with Sanu right side. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it. Freeman. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Devontae Freeman is shifting. This doesn't pay off here in short yardage. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Breeze now on first down. Left side and caught by Flainer. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Shift together here from the D-line. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Breeze is looking to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain, and it's second down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Saints, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night, everybody.